Since the dawn of time, mankind has searched for ways to entertain themselves. I'm not gonna lie, stuff sucked back in the day. It wasn't until 1972 when the widely known Magnavox Odyssey came out. Alright, maybe it wasn't that well known. Anyway, skip some years ahead, and the greatest game known to man came out. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. The most broken game of all time. The game was a huge success, but then they made Starfield, which flopped hard. But like, when I played it, it wasn't even that bad.
Stop the cat.
Which leads to my main point. There's some games that flop so hard that I actually enjoy playing. This is pretty much a list and a beacon for game nerds to hate on with the list I'm about to present to you. Alright, so for the first game on the list, it's considered one of the worst Sonic games. But like, man, I love it. The game I'm talking about is Sonic Forces. Now look, I can recognize this game's flaws, but like, dude, I really don't care. This game to me, and I might get exiled when I say this game is one of the best Sonic games to me, man. From the character customization to the story, this game is peak. The story basically takes place after Mania, where Sonic is being held in an Albanian prison. And Eggman did some blasphemous crap for like the 8th. The reason I love this game though is 100% the character customization, man. I had my dude fitted up in every mission, dog. Had bro with the newest shoes, the drippiest coats. I swear my character was pulling all the Sonic baddies. Bro, and the level design too. It was kind of buns, I'm not gonna lie. Only level I really enjoyed was that skyscraper level. With the one I least enjoyed being that stupid jungle. You know, this was the best Sonic game to me. Frontiers who? Unleashed who? Alright, next game. So anyone that knows me knows I love RPG games. I mentioned Skyrim earlier, and this next game advertised itself as a Skyrim killer in like late 2024, I think. Now, I will die on this hill. Avowed was not that bad of a game, bruh. Really, the only thing I didn't like was the fact that there was like barely any diversity in the gear and armor. But like, everything was fun, dude. Now I'm gassing this game up and I ain't even beat it. But in my defense, I had classes. College is stressful, dude. Alright, so the main reason I liked this game was the concept. Like, you're part god who can talk to crystal stuff infecting the land, and it turns out that the crystals infecting the land is basically the same thing who made you part god. You can't tell me that ain't a pink idea. Now, the actual combat was great to a certain extent. Like, dual wielding almost any weapon was cool, but the lack of gear made it so much more like lame than it really is. I still give this game a smooth 7 out of 10 though. Alright, for this next game, I might get my house blown up. So this game was hated in the early 2025 because of the writing of a specific character. Dragon Age Veilguard was actually one of my favorite games for this year so far. I swear, if you mention this game around any Dragon Age fan, they will riot and will say the creation of the game was worse than slavery, dude. Now look, let me at least explain why I like the game. So, for one, the combat was pretty fun for me. Now, I will admit that I had to adjust the difficulty because like, it's either too easy or too hard. And I played the other Dragon Age games. I know what the difficulty is supposed to be like in that game. And I was excited to play this game too, man, because the main villain was so cool. Now, the story is a way different thing, so I didn't have a problem with the story, even with the inclusion of a certain character. Now, I say I don't mind the story, but I hate Bella, dude. Like, oh my god, she was so annoying. How you gonna invite me to solve some puzzles and junk, and then 2 minutes later, just start trauma dumping?
Heard about the Madison Thawing. Figured it had the answers. Or some of them.
I came here to fight some bad guys, not hear you trauma dump about some alien demon people. She's so lucky I like getting good endings in BioWare games, because, dude, I would have sent her to fight that giant statue. In all these games, the game I had the most fun in and recently beat after about like 200 hours was probably the most disliked Assassin's Creed game in the entire franchise. Assassin's Creed Valhalla was some of the most fun I've had playing an RPG game. Now, it ain't nowhere near no Dragon's Dogma or Final Fantasy, but it was still a mad fun game. I love the environment, the gameplay, and the story too. I even got the DLC when they were on sale. I recommend this game a ton. Only issue I had with this game, man, is how long it took to get to places, dude. Like, you can upgrade the swim speed of your mount, but can't upgrade running speed. Like, why? Why is that even an option? This is a little rant because I'm so tired of seeing decent games get hated on like it's the worst thing on the planet. My final message: I have way too much time on my hands.